shit. I promise I will be going live soon. Just haven't figured out when. Anyways, so here's a much anticipated update. I've been updating. If y'all did not know, I've been updating, and I have a playlist on TikTok. So if you do have tests have done, a lot of tests have had to be performed, and then we had to wait for the results. We've met with all three. Oh, hello, Freya. If you don't know what I just said, one of our local hawks are outside, and normally when she shows up, and she flew off. Normally when she shows up, it's just Freya saying, "Hey, I'm here." But anyways, so major update and really good. So they had to do a genetic test, and then they did a test which is a pap test. Basically, they scan the entire body on a microscopic level to be able to see if the cancer has spread anywhere else. For the people that do not know what is going on, my partner was recently diagnosed with male breast cancer stage 2. Um, Basically, the specific type I can go into, or I'll post a couple of links either in the description or the comment section. This is extremely rare. Male breast cancer in general, it's 1 in 1,000, or 1 in 1,000 of a case per year, so it is extremely rare. And my partner has already had, babe, babe, what type of cancer did you have when you were younger? He had urine sarcoma in the hip when Ewing's sarcoma in the hip when he was about 8 or 9. So he fully went through that, and now this. We also realized that this particular type of breast cancer is a genetic type, which is one of the genetic tests they needed to see. In that test, they specifically test for two something. Luckily, he only has one of them. I will eventually make a more in-depth video because I'm going to start talking about this more. But basically, for his, it is right here, and then it has moved to one of his lymph nodes, but both of them are extremely small. And when they did the test to hit the PAT test to scan for his entire body, it barely showed up in the lymph nodes. So that's really, really good. So the procedures that we're going to basically be going through is chemo. There's 2 types of chemo. I forgot the exact weeks, but the first one he may be able to get through and kind of still move around. The second stage, most of the time it kicks people's ass. After that, after we go through both stages of chemo, which we probably won't be done until mid of next year, then after that, they're going to go through scans to see if it's all cleared up. If it's eradicated, then that's when the surgeon specialist that we met today will basically go in and do a full, I believe it's called a mastectomy. And possibly have to get to the lymph nodes. We're hoping it doesn't. We're hoping the chemo takes care of that. But if not, they may have to go in and also take out a lymph node. Now, I'm good. Again, in the more detailed video, I'm going to explain why that's actually, it can cause other health issues. So, but after that, depending on because they're going to have to test all of that to see where everything's at after the surgery and he's fully healed, depending on the results of that, he may have to do radiation. Now, for the people that I don't know, one of the reasons they like to do radiation at the end, depending on how things go, is because cancer cells can leave like kind of small breadcrumbs, very, 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 very small ones that can eventually grow. The radiation will completely wipe that out. So we're hoping that is not on the table, but it is still up on the table, if you understand. And then there will be some, oh, Freya's back. There will be some couple of other medicines that he'll have to take. Currently, right now, the only thing that's actually possibly hindering us from knowing the actual date of the chemo is insurance. We got a lot of pamphlets today about other things and other services that can also help us. For the people that did not know, I'm disabled, and my partner was the only one, and still technically is the only one that is currently working. Stay tuned for something else regarding me at the end of this. So yeah, that's the thing. But when the surgeon came in today, they're like, this is curable. This is the first thing they said to us is it's curable. And not to mention, this is one of the best, if not the best, in the entire state over breast cancer and surgery and everything like that. We've met with all of the doctors so far. They've all been amazing. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. And yeah, until the insurance thing gets pushed through and everything like that, we have multiple other doctor's appointments that we have to go to. I will state the healthcare system that we have, it does suck, but at the same time, all the nurses and doctors and any other medical help that we've, came in contact with has just been amazing. We're in high hopes. So yeah, that's kind of where it stands now. I'm hoping after we get like a game plan and everything, there'll be multiple times where I will get to go live, where I would try my best to, or at least make a couple of videos. Speaking of that, because I did announce it on my Facebook page and TikTok, I am doing a Oracle sell. Yes, you may be asking, oh my God, you're plugging yourself. Yes, I am. I'm back open officially for spell work and oracle readings. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to do it like I was last time. So, with the oracle readings, email me. The email will be listed below. You can get a full oracle reading, which is 2 to 3 questions, for $10, and I do them via email. Now, it is going to take 2 days, maybe 3 days, depending on the week and depending on the appointments that are going on. But all the other ones that I've done so far have been amazing. Now, with the oracle reading specifically, I do not go over finances. I do not go over legal matters, health matters, or fertility matters, and I do not answer yes or no questions. I'm also not the type of reader that is going to tell you, yes, you need to stay in this situation or leave the situation, but I can give you insight on what some of the next steps to go. The most popular one that I have, hands down, is just a general spread, as in saying, hey, am I on the right path? And Spirit in itself guides how many cards are pulled. I also have the ability to channel ancestors, spirits, and spirit guides, spirits, and ancestors, and even deities, if they decide to come through during that specific reading. I will normally know as soon as I pick up the deck and say the name that I'm reading for. Also, be prepared to read, because I am as detailed as possible. The way that I do it is I get the questions. Whether you can't necessarily form what you're trying to ask into a question, I'm really good at that, so I'll do that. I will shuffle the cards, lay them out, take a picture, and then send the picture with a complete breakdown to you via email. So yeah, and like I said, I also do custom spell work, so if you're curious about that, just message me. Like I said, they're $10. And this sale is going to go all the way until the end of this year, so you have plenty of time to do that. So save this video, share this video if you would like. But yeah, thank y'all so much for all the amount of love and support that we have gotten, whether through messages, comments, people lighting candles, sending healing energy, keeping us in your thoughts. And yes, you have our permission to do that if you would like. But seriously, thank y'all so much. It means so much. We have a long journey ahead of us, but we're both in really, really high hopes. So yeah, if you would like to keep up with me a little bit more, TikTok, Facebook page, I also do updates on there. I also started a Pinterest. I'll link it below as well. And yeah, until then, the podcast has kind of been put on pause. But obviously my content has too. But yeah, so yeah. I hope you are all doing well. By the time you see this, it will probably be the new moon, which also has a eclipse form to it as well. So do your research on that. But yeah, until then, thank y'all so much for all the support and love. And as soon as I get more information and or we're in a next or a different stage, I will let y'all know. And until then, as always, I hope y'all are doing great. You're magical as fuck. Never forget it. I love you all. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later.